How is this morning looking like? How is this day shaping up? I am right there with you. Happy Sunday. Is it a Sunday? Yes, it is. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you, everyone that's coming on. I see you. I see you. A beautiful morning to everyone. Oopsie. Set up my gadgets so that I have everything in place. And then also set up this one. Thank you to everyone that's already following me. Mashesha, Uyashesha, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. On this last Sunday of the year, how is everyone doing? How is your day? No, not even a day, it's a morning. I'm not sure where you are though. You know, with these days, you never know. I don't want to assume that it's morning for everyone, you know. It can be, yes, it's morning for me, and then it can be midday for someone, it can be whatever time for someone. But a very good morning, good day, good evening, you know. But then I am greeting each and every one of you. I hope you had a good night's rest. I didn't. I had a good night's rest, and I actually managed to get the kids to bed on time for the first time in I don't know how long. It's very difficult to get these kids to bed. I'm telling you, it is absolutely difficult. More especially because of the holidays, they sleep very late, so it's sometimes very difficult to get them to go to bed, unless if you promise them stuff. So yeah, I had to do some promises, Izolo, and at least everybody was on bed, at least earlier than usual. Yeah, yeah. So if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Rivonia. I'm a digital marketer, meaning I teach people how to make money online. There we go. I have found this online program. It's an e-learning program that is teaching people how to make money online. Okay, let me also put my board. I think when I have the board on, it's easier. Like I don't have to explain myself a lot of time. People actually see it from the board, and then they ask the relevant questions. Yeah, so let me put it there. Yes, so we are talking about how to make money online, how you can utilize the internet to your benefit, how you can actually utilize your smartphone to your benefit, because you are already online, you are already having the smartphone. The smartphone is already on your hand basically. So why should you not be earning from it? That's the question that I always ask myself. I always wonder to say, okay, if people already have smartphones, the smartphones are already connected to the internet. Why are they not any? Do you understand? In case you're popping in here, don't be surprised. I'm live on two devices, so I'll be here and there. You know, that's why you'll see my eyes between the two devices. But every one of you is welcome, and yeah, let's get this started. So, if you have found yourself in a space, in a financial space where you wonder and you question your financial decisions, or you wonder if this life was actually meant just to be enjoyed, you know, that is the type of people that I want to talk to today. People who feel like, you know what, I have done everything there is to do. I have tried everything they ever spoke about, you know, and as a matter of fact, some things you try them and then they are no longer existent. You try them, they are no longer existent. You know, some people have reached that stage where they've tried everything. I actually was there as well. Before this digital marketing, I had tried absolutely everything. Talk about Amabanoi, talk about network marketing, talk about physical products, everything I had tried. But then none of all those things worked for me. And not because there was anything wrong with the company, not because there was anything wrong with those products, not really. It was about me. I just did not know how to market. You know, a lot of these companies will give you the product, they will give you the compensation plan, you know, they will give you what you need to get started. But few or none actually teaches you how to market. They never teach you how to show up for your business, how to actually promote that wonderful product that they have. And as a result, it affects your performance in terms of building the business, in terms of promoting the program. That is why when I found this program that was teaching me, was offering me to teach me marketing skills, utilizing these strategies, these digital strategies in this digital era, I was definitely in. I knew that definitely this is something that I want to do. I knew that this is exactly where I want to, is the direction that I want to go. The world is going digital. It's no longer even about a question. We're no longer even asking ourselves such questions anymore. We all know the world has gone digital. What we need to do is to align ourselves with the time. What becomes very important is to do what? Is to align ourselves. Are you also equipping yourself? That's what becomes important. Are you also equipping yourself? Are you also aligning yourself with the times? Are you learning the necessary skills? Because that's what becomes key. If you are not going to be learning the skills, then you're still going to be in the very same position. I just saw someone's post not so long ago. She was talking about skill-based income. Thank you for the likes. Thank you everyone that's coming on. She was talking about skill-based income. And a lot of people have not realized that there are a whole lot of places where you will be paid according to what you know, according to the skills that you have. You see, according to what you can do. What is it that you can do? What are the skills that you can do? That's why even at a job, when you get a job, the job will also say what? The job will also say, where have you been? You know, they will want your comprehensive CV. They call it that, a detailed CV. Because a detailed CV will explain from your schooling, after schooling, what did you do? Where did you work? When was there a gap? During the gap, what were you doing? All of that. They want the details because they're trying to assess what is it that you know, what is the experience that you have. Do you understand? They want all of that. Now, same here, same in business. If you want to enjoy an income, you must have skills. You will be paid according to what you know, according to what you can do. That is exactly how it works. Please excuse me for a sec. Just want to grab my tea. I'm back now. I'm back. So I was still explaining that everywhere you go, you will be paid according to the skill set that you have. Your income will be determined by how much knowledge do you have. What do you know? You know, what can you do? That is how your income will be aligned, or what your income will be aligned to. But if you cannot demonstrate that you do have a certain skill set, if you cannot demonstrate that you can literally do something, then it is very difficult for you to secure any kind of an income. In this e-learning industry that I am in, it is the very same. It's the knowledge-based industry. Thank you for liking my live, Lizzie. Welcome to my live. Thank you so much for popping on. So it is also what? A knowledge-based industry. A lot of economies, let me tell you, they are moving towards that very same direction. They are moving towards that very same direction where income will be determined by what you know. Today, if you apply for a job, they'll want your CV because they want to see what can you do, what do you know. And in actual fact, in some of these businesses, They go, in actual fact, the jobs, let me talk about the jobs first. Some of these jobs, they actually take you through a test, an examination to determine whether what you are saying you actually know, whether you are able to put into practice what you are telling them you can. You see, so that is why it is important to equip yourself. Yes, you went to school so many years ago. Yes, you studied, all those years ago, but you need to remain relevant. Because if you don't, you will what? You will lose value. You will become irrelevant. You will become redundant as well. Because the moment you cannot demonstrate your knowledge, the moment you cannot demonstrate what you know, what people, your employers can benefit from you, then you are out. You are out. So I'm talking about digital marketing. I'm talking about the Legacy Builders program, which is a program that will teach anyone who's willing to listen, anyone who's willing to learn, whether you've got this or that, it doesn't matter. You will learn how to earn online. You will learn all the skills that are involved in someone making money online. That is what my program does. It teaches ordinary people how to master the online space. It teaches everyday people like myself how they can actually make money for themselves on the online space. So that is why I want today to talk about the basics of this digital marketing program. I'm trying to bring the screen closer. It seems to be too far from me. Yeah, I think that's better. Would you say? Yeah, that's better. So it will teach you how to earn online. I said this, your phone is already on your hand, already. So why not use it to pay yourself? Why not use it to earn yourself an income? And I want to show you how I'm doing it. I also was not making any income before this program. Before this program, Nonhlanhla, thank you for coming. Thank you for liking my live. Everybody that's popping in, I see you. Thank you so much for liking my live. Before all of this, all I knew was to just scroll on the phone. All I knew was to be a consumer of other people's content. That's all I knew. I did not know that I also could become a creator and make an income from all of that. So when I found this program, I was willing to learn. That's the key thing. If you can be willing to learn, then you're definitely going far. Then you definitely are a very suitable person for this business, because all you need is to be willing to learn. What you need is to be saying, you know what, I'm going to commit myself. Give yourself a time frame. I'm going to be laser focused on this for this amount of time. Let's see how it works out. That's what I told myself when I came into this business. I told myself that, you know what, I've done other businesses before, I've tried other things before, and they did not even work. And I looked at myself, I'm like, okay, in that company, I was there for how many years? In that company, I was there for how many years? Okay, on average, I'm giving myself 3 years in this digital marketing space. If it does not work in 3 years, then I'm out. 3 years is a considerable amount of time. That's what I had put for myself, because I wanted to be very realistic. Some people, we talk about starting a business, they've never even run a spaza shop in their lives, but they expect to start today and make $1 million today, which is not realistic. That is actually you setting up yourself for failure. That is where now you'll see people doing the business under pressure, doing all of these things in such a rush, to such an extent that they do not even have time to connect with their customers. All they are focusing on is on the next sale, the next sale, the next sale. And really, it does not have to be like that. But of course, if you feel like you are late, if you feel like, I really, really need to make a sale, I need to make money, that's why you will find yourself in such spaces. That's why you will find yourself in such a position. You see, But when you understand that this is a business, any business has the foundation phase, any business has a building phase, you will take it as it comes. You will not expect magic. You will understand that there are different stages in a business. And this being a digital marketing business, this being a digital business, you stand way better chances than a physical business. Your success story can happen in a shorter space of time because this is digital. Meaning you've got vast audience, you are reaching out to more people in a very short space of time, meaning your likelihood of reaching that seven figure, it is quicker. Your likelihood is higher because you are running a digital business. Unlike if you were to try to run a physical business, those who know, they actually give it 5 years. They say if you're starting a business, if you're starting a physical business, give yourselves a minimum of 5 years. That's when you will know whether it's working or not. You see? But with me, I did not have that number of time. I did not. Or let me say, I did have the time, but I was not willing to wait for that long until I can see whether something is working. For me, honestly, for me, I was not willing to wait for that long to see if something is working or not. For me, I should be able to see and tell if this thing is working for me or not, at least within a short space of time. 3 years is enough. So also condition your mind, condition your mindset. Decide the type of person that you want to show up as. I know sometimes it's circumstances, ne? Sometimes people start the business because they are already in a panicking stage. Others they start because they are already nearing their retirement age. Others they are starting because they are already feeling the pinch, if I can put it like that. They are already feeling the financial pinch. Then they get here desperate. That is why, thank you for liking my live presenter. That is why I will always say, start your digital business today. Even before circumstances can force you, even before you can be under pressure, start now. In that way, by the time the need arises, you are fine. By the time you have to show up, ne? By the time your purse needs to show up, you know that I am already sorted. By the time you need to actually display, let me put it like that. By the time you desperately need that income, you are already what? You're already having it. You already have that financial independence. But if you're going to wait for when you are laid off at work, if you're going to wait for when you lose your job, if you're going to wait for when you can't provide for yourself anymore, then you will be doing this under pressure. So don't wait for danger, don't wait for pressure. Start today. Don't wait for when now they're saying they're retrenching you or your salary is no longer enough, then you want to get started. By then it's already late, my friend. It will give you unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary stress, unnecessary pressure. So rid yourself of such stresses. Rid yourself of such pressures. It is not worth it. Start when you still have time. Start when you can still afford your life. Start when you can still, walk around for yourself and do what is necessary. And then you take it from there. You build from there. You build from there. Now let me talk about the pillars of this business. What is this business? I said it's digital marketing, and I said the tool or the vehicle that we are using to make money online, the tool, the vehicle that we are learning the skills from, it's called the Legacy Builders Program. Now, this is a fully automated system. Let me start by explaining that. This is a fully automated system, meaning the business runs in the background for you. As you focus on other things, as you are doing other things, the business will be running in the background for you. That is why I can still do this business as a full-time employee. I'm a student as well, but I'm still able to do this business. That is why stay-at-home moms are able to do this business. It is designed for any kind of a lifestyle. Whether you've got a very slow lifestyle, as in you're not busy, or you've got an extremely busy lifestyle, you can do this. You definitely can. Because all you commit is 2 hours every day, and the rest of the time, the automated system is the one that's working in the background for you. It is maintaining your relationship with your prospects, with your leads. It will show you step by step from A to Z what is it that you're required to do on social media to make money. It is no longer about what? It is no longer about that one salary. My friend, the salary will disappoint you. Who's here? Who's here? Oh my word, my cousin is here. Hello, my darling. Good morning. Good to see you here. I hope we're Pokilekas. Oh. Good to see you. Say hi to everyone at home. So it is no longer about how we used to do things back in the day. Ne? It is not. It is about what you can do today. What skill sets do you have? What can you show up as online? Showing up to show that you are no longer a content consumer, you are a content creator. That's the difference between the people that are making money online and the ones that are not. The ones that are making money online, it is because they have decided that they will be content creators. And if you are able to run it through an automated system, then why not? Why not? That's exactly what pulled me into this business, because I thought to myself, okay, I don't have to quit my job. I don't have to stop what I'm doing. I don't have to stop studying. I can do this business around my current commitments. Then why not? And this is a business that is telling me that, you know what, Rivonia, you can work less and still earn more. It was my first time hearing that. The whole time I thought to earn more, you must work hard. The whole time I thought to see success, you must really sweat. The concept of working smart was foreign to me. The concept of working smart was a new thing to me. But this program has taught me such amazing information, such amazing skills. Now I know that, you know what, sweating does not mean a higher income. Working hard does not guarantee a higher income, but you can work smart and still earn more especially when you've got high ticket digital programs where you don't have to restock over and over again. So anyone who's tired of living from hand to mouth, anyone who's tired from living from, salary to salary, where you've got your paycheck that does not even last you from the first to the last day of the month, I am talking to you. This is literally for you. This is going to help you to learn skills of how to make money online. And if you are listening, I said you will learn skills. So it means already it is a learning and earning industry. It's the e-learning industry anyway. So your business runs on a fully automated system and there's no recruiting. That was very important for me as well, because in the previous businesses where I had to recruit. And if I was not recruiting, I was not earning. So it had become what? It had become hard work. It was supposed to be, those things were supposed to be side hustles. But because of the hard work that was there, I ended up, seeming like it was my main business. Siovinia, I'm saying it's digital marketing. I thought you were listening. I saw your question, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. I said I'm talking about an e-learning program that is teaching us skills of how to make money online. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about digital marketing. Now, there is no recruiting because you learn attraction marketing skills. This very same program will teach you how you can attract customers to your business rather than going around looking for customers. For the longest time, I was in businesses where I had to go around looking for customers, having to engage myself in awkward conversations where I want family and friends to support me. Hey, my friend, have you seen this? I now have this. Hey, can you try it? All of those things. I don't have to do all of that anymore. I literally don't have to do all of that anymore because I'm learning attraction marketing skills. I now know how to attract customers to myself and not even have to go around looking for them. How to put my products out there, how to put my business out there so that I attract the right people to myself. You see, that is what you can learn as well. That is what everyday people are learning. So, in addition to the fact that there's no recruiting, there is no what? There is no middleman in this business. What do I mean by that? There are a lot of businesses where they rely on supply from a third party. They rely on someone external to supply them. If that person does not deliver, it means the business stops. If that person decides that they are on leave, they will not supply you. It means you and your customers will be stranded, will be left without recourse. But in this digital business, Tabiso, thank you for liking my live. I appreciate it. In this business, you don't have to worry about the middleman. You become the supplier. You get the master resale rights to your program. Meaning when you purchase their program, you become the supplier. You get the master resale rights so that you can resell it to whomever you want at any time that you want, as many times as you want, because you've got the license, you've got the master resale rights. So there's never a time where your customers will be stranded looking for what? Looking for the product that you cannot deliver because you are still waiting for the supplier. We don't have such here. And another important fact, there is no restocking. My friend, if you can do a business where you don't have to restock, then you are going to see success because all the money you keep it. There's no restocking. Unlike when you're reselling a physical product, if you're going to stock 10 of these, you go out and resell them. 10 people purchases, it means you are out of stock. It means you must come back then again and say, okay, from this amount, how much is stock price? Then you separate the stock price from the profit. You keep the profit, then you take the stock price, you go and restock again. But here, because it's a digital product, you don't need to restock. You don't need to restock at all. You purchase once and you resell for life, meaning you buy the program once, you make a once-off investment, a once-off capital of buying your program once. And then from there, all you'll be doing is to make profits. Profits which are 100% because you won't even have to go and restock again. So you resell the very same program to whomever you want because of the master resale rights.Siovinia, to know the cost of the program, okay, I'll also explain here, but if you are in a hurry to know, you can also go to my website, right there on my website, there's a link to my online store. That's where you're going to see the full details. You can also utilize the yellow arrow at the bottom left of your screen. It will also give you the details of the cost of the program. Now, there is no recruiting, I said that. There's no restocking, I've said that. The business runs on a fully automated system. Now, what I also need you to understand is the support. A lot of people fail in businesses not because they are slow, not because they are lazy, but because of lack of support. Because of lack of support. It is easier, most of these things, they are easier to do them when you have support. Let's give a simple example of a gym. When you go to the gym alone, if you don't have strong will and strong discipline, it will be hard for you to carry out throughout the year. And I'm talking from experience, by the way, this one. I did not read it anyway. I know. I experienced it early this year. I told myself, you know what, body goals, I'm going to go all out. I even purchased a treadmill because I thought, okay, I'll be lazy to go out to the gym. I'll be lazy to run on the streets. Let me just buy myself a treadmill. I bought myself a treadmill, put it in the house. My friend, I was on that treadmill for 3 months. I think I went from January until March. When winter started in May, in April, I was no longer there. Thank you for the follow to those that are following me. I was no longer getting on that thing. Only my children were actually using this thing. But had I had an accountability partner, I know I could have persisted because I would be having a support system. You see, I would have had a support system. That is why now I'm actually thinking of convincing my husband that we should do it together. At least with support, maybe we can carry out through the year. Innocent, good morning. Thank you for coming on. You want to learn? Awesome. Those who want to learn, they must just keep listening to me and also utilize the yellow arrow at the bottom left of their screen. If you want to see the actual programs that I'm talking about, visit my online store. It's there on my profile. You tap on my picture twice, and then information about me will pop up. Focus on the online store link, dailypayadvocate.com. Focus on that one, and then you'll be able to see, you'll get access to my website. Right there on my website, you'll even watch a video from the founder where she sums up the business. After watching that video, below the video, there's a pink part where you will click to get inside my website now to do what? To view all of this, to view what we are talking about. Ne? So all you need when I innocent, all you need is a smartphone that is connected to the internet to do this business. You need a smartphone, you need time. You will need 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis to do what we call income earning activities. That's it. So the difference between you and I now, it's this program that I am following that's teaching me the skills of how to make money online. You already have a smartphone, which I have. You already have internet connection, we all have. And we can spare 2 to 3 hours a day. The only thing that you don't have right now is the skill set. And the skill set comes from the program that I'm talking about. And now, to answer the question for someone asked about the cost of the program. I've got 5 programs. Yeah? 5 programs. I've got the Launchpad, I've got the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, I've got the Digital Mastery, I've got the Legacy Builders Program, and I've got the Bundle Pack. Now, let me make this clear. I'm talking about a business, not a job. I'm talking about starting a business, not a donation, not any free thing, right? So already, if I say business, it should tell you what is the definition of a business. If you go to your dictionary, your Oxford Dictionary or your Cambridge Dictionary, a business is defined as the act of buying and selling. So already you should know that you will have to buy something. Otherwise, whose product are you going to be selling if you don't have your own? If you're not buying your own stock, whose program do you expect to be selling? Do you understand? It's just logic. When we talk business, we're talking buying and selling. So you also will need your own program to resell. I am reselling my own program, which I did not get for free from anyone. I purchased it. So obviously, I will not be handing out for free to anyone. I will resell it. Those who find value, those who see the importance of starting a digital business and an online business, they'll purchase it. So to answer your question, Mesh, yes, you do need to buy your program. It's not a joining fee. No, there's no joining fee. There's no joining fee here. There's no registration fee here. You purchase your program. You also purchase your website if you're going to be reselling the program. And why do I say that? There are people who come into the business saying they only want the skills. Those people can only purchase the program, learn the skills, and apply those skills in their other businesses. But if you want to resell it like me, if you don't only want the skills, you also want the income, you need a website as well, which will be connected to your domain and professional email. You need that. And then that's where you will be reselling your program. So back to, thank you to everyone that's following me. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any question. So Mesh, thank you for confirming you get me. And then back to the question about the cost of the program. There was someone who asked about the cost, Signova or something. I'm struggling to pronounce that name. But to answer your question, I've got 5 programs like I've already said. I've got 100, 300, 600, 900, and a $1,400 programs. They are priced in dollars. You choose which program aligns with your goals and dreams. Why do I talk about goals and dreams when you must start your business? This business is scalable. You are able to tell how much you need to reach to how much or how many customers do you need to get to what point. So if your goals, for example, is just to have extra money for fuel, extra money for Netflix, extra money for what, then it means when you will be starting with anything from the entry level program. But if your intention is to earn considerable amount of time, if you want to at least be able to change your family's life, you want to buy your mom a car, you want to buy your dad a buggy, you want to renovate your mom's kitchen, you want to pay off school fees in advance, all of those bigger goals. If that's your intention, then you will need to align it with your program. And mainly because the amount that you start with is the very same amount that you will be reselling the program for. If you're starting with the 100 program, you'll be making 100 every time you make a sale. If you start with 900, you'll be making 900 when you are making sales. If you start with 1400, you'll be making 1400 every time you make a sale. I hope we're still together. That is how it works. So the amount that you pay when I'm innocent will depend on the program that you're choosing from these 5 programs. And how do you choose the program? You will then need to check which programs caters for what you want in terms of skill sets. Which skill sets do you want? Do you want to be able to build multiple streams of income online? Do you want to know the intricacies of building passive income online? What is it that you want to know? Because each program has its own skill set. You see, the launchpad would be just skills that will enable you to launch on the online space. To learn skills, the basic skills of how to do your business. But as you are scaling, you go to the other programs. I hope I'm making sense. Innocent, did I answer your question? Dade asikuzwa ukhuluma nabelungu. Anna, is your phone written in Zulu? Language your phone yako, is it set up in Zulu? Because my understanding is that even if awuyazi English, but I'm sure you can hear ezinye izinto, there's no way. If phone means they are programmed in English. So obviously you do understand a bit. You cannot tell me ukuthi awungizwa. You can rather say you don't understand or awuzwa some of the things, not ukuthi awuzwa izinto zonke. No, that's not possible. Uphethe smartphone? No. Most of the apps on the smartphones, they are written in English and they don't have an option yesiZulu. Right? So, does anyone have a question? I am now taking questions. If umuntu ufuna ukwazi something that I've explained and they don't understand, you can ask. It's your time to ask now before we move on to the other pillars of the business. Thank you to those that are following me. I appreciate it. Any questions before we proceed? Any questions? I want to move on to the other pillars of the business. Is anyone still typing? Are you still typing your questions? Whitey, are you still typing your questions? TikTok, are you typing? Yeah, don't be surprised hearing me saying Whitey. I'm live on 2 platforms. Ne? That is why you'll see my eyes will be alternating from, here to there, here to there. It's because I'm live on 2 platforms, so I want to cater for all for both the audience. Okay, so bengicinga ukuthi uAnna uzobuza umbuzo because uthi yena akangizwa. Yabona, so bengicinga ukuthi uzobuza something wena mami Anna. But what I'm talking about, ngithetha ngokuqala business le online. It's weird because I also can't speak Zulu. Ngiyayizama nje, and that is why a lot of the audience on my live, they are multilingual. They're able to understand it as well. Abekuthi abangizwa what they usually would do is to grab my number, inamba yam bayithatha la, bayayisave, then baze pha kwi-green app, and then sithethe khona, because ngiyakhona ukucacisela umuntu yedwa I understand nge-voice note. Because here it will be difficult ukuthi ngithethe zonke lezi languages that are available. It will be difficult for me to do that just to cater for everyone. So when Sis Anna, if awungizwa really, my advice to you is that when athatha inamba le, we save uze sizothetha pha kwi-WhatsApp. Ngizokuchazela khona ke. It will be easy. Now let's proceed. I was trying to check something here. I wanted to check if Anna is still here, but my screen is not cooperating. It's actually frozen. So I said there's no recruiting in this business. There's no what? There's no monthly fees. Monthly fees are also important. There's no monthly fees in this business because this business runs at a zero cost. 0, 0, 0. Because you don't have to pay employees, you don't have to pay rentals, you don't have to pay anything that is out of the ordinary. You see, hi Bree, good morning to you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, no recruiting, no monthly fees. There's no middleman. I've already explained that. And I spoke about the support. You will do better when you have support, when you've got a support system, when you know where to go, when you know where to run to. You will definitely succeed. A lot of people have failed in businesses, not because they're slow, but because they did not have support. Some people have quit just because they did not have support. You see, so you need to get to a stage where you do what? Where you actually normalize to work with businesses where there's support. My business offers 100% support. You've got full support system from the person. Your network is unstable. Really? What is happening here? Okay. I've switched off the Wi-Fi. I know the Wi-Fi sometimes can just do things, crazy stuff. I've switched off the Wi-Fi. I'm left with the data now. Let's see how it goes. Let me know, né? Let me know if there are still issues so that I can fix them. So when you come into this business, you are coming into a business where you will get support. Your first line of defense, it will be me as the person who has introduced you to the business. I'm number one support system. Then the second support will be the community. We've got a community. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, my queen. We've got a community. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. So we've got a community of more than 57,000 people. That was last week when I checked. I'm sure if I can check today, I'll find that the numbers have moved. The last time I checked last week, we were on 57.7. And because this is a business that works, people are coming in every day, they're getting the value every day, then you find that the numbers, they don't stay, they are not stagnant, they move quickly. So you will get this kind of support that I'm talking about so that it's easier for you. We've got Zoom calls, weekly Zoom calls, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We've got clearly outlined, like we've got fixed Zoom calls 3 times a week. Should there be a need, always there's also a Zoom call here, a webinar here, a whatever here, so that people can get the support that they need. Yes, it's a very supportive community because the people there, they support you without even expecting anything in return. Remember, I said in this business, we don't work according to network marketing principles. Yes, we get workshops too, where we get the intricacies, deep details of what this business is about. We've got one coming up soon. Before this year end, when is it? I think it's 29 and 30. I think so. We've got one lined up soon. And I tell you, definitely, yes, my queen, thank you for confirming that. Yes, it's the 29. And even they will be equipped, will be learning. That's where the founder will be cooking us, making sure that we know exactly what she did to get to the millionaire status where she is in. And I'm not talking millionaire in rands, I'm talking millionaire in dollars, not millionaire in rands or naira or kwacha, no. In dollars, US dollars, by the way. She takes her time to pour into us, to show us how it's done. That's the kind of support that I'm talking about. Every Monday, she does the same. We've got calls called Legacy Builders Program Training. That is where also she takes us through. Personally, we even go into different breakout rooms rather. And then that's where we also share within or amongst ourselves. Tuesdays, we've got tech calls. Anyone who's got issues on tech or you want to learn more about tech, you attend that as well. Then Thursdays, the topics for Thursdays, they alternate. We can either be talking about, social media marketing or social media training. We can be doing onboarding of new members or just general coaching and mentorship or mindset training. It's a lot. We alternate on Thursdays. So you see, there's no way that you cannot succeed here. Let me tell you, it will be easier for you to succeed with support, which is what I'm offering you here. You'll be running a fully automated business where you don't even need to create the program yourself. You don't need to come up with a product yourself. The product is already there. The system is already there. You're just plugging and playing without recruiting, without restocking, without monthly fees, without middlemen. And with all of this, you still make 100% profit. 100% profit from products that you did not even create, because you get this license called Master Resell Right that authorizes you to resell to as many people as you want, as many times as you want. You see, that is what this business is about. That is exactly what this business is about. And I have come onto this live this morning, where I am, it's morning. In South Africa, it's morning. I've popped in here this morning to share this opportunity. If you've got financial responsibilities, don't ignore this business. If you want to step into the new year with an extra stream of income, this is it. People ordinarily need to sit down, think of what business can they do, what product can they resell, do market related research, where you check where will that business be in demand and all of those things. Not here. Here the research is already done. The product is already done. The system is already done for you. So it's a done for you digital business. You are just coming in to say, I want your systems, I want your product, and then you learn the skills, you run with them. You see, that is how we do this. That is how we do this. Any questions? As you're typing your questions, give me a second, I'm coming. Any questions? Please, everyone, type your questions. Any questions? Did anyone type? Let's see. Let me see if I did not miss any question. Yes, Brie, we are blessed. We are super blessed to have this mentor. No, I did not miss any question. All right. So in the absence of questions, I'm going to continue to wrap up here. So I said this is an e-learning program called the Legacy Builders Program. It is teaching you what? Digital marketing skills. It is teaching you and me how we can use this online space to make money, how we can use this time and these phones that we have in our hands, how we can use them to actually make an income for ourselves. It really boils down to that. It really boils down to learning the skills of how you can earn online. Now, if you want to get started, let's start there. If you want to get started, the first thing that you need to do is to follow me. Here on YouTube, the first thing you need to do is to subscribe to this channel. So you subscribe and then you go to the link on my profile. You'll find the link to my online store. Tap on it and follow the prompts. When you In actual fact, on YouTube, you can't tap on it. You just need to copy it, paste it on your search engine, and then it will pop up for you. And that is where you're going to do what? That's where you're going to key in your email address. The moment you key in your email address, I'm able to send you the Freedom Formula Blueprint, the one that's going to show you step by step how this is done. And it's absolutely free. The blueprint is free. That's the one that I'll be sharing with everyone who keys in their email address on my online store. So those are the steps for you on YouTube. Now here on TikTok, the same. Firstly, you need to follow me. Why do you need to follow me now? It is because there are other fake accounts out there. They've got my picture, they've got my videos. They just copy from this account. They open their own account. So if you're going to follow me when I'm offline, it's risky because you won't know which one is the real account, which one is the fake one or the AI one. So you just need to follow me when I'm live now. Number one, you follow me. After following me, then make sure that you go to my profile. You see where my face is? Tap on that face twice. That will take you to my profile. When you are on my profile, focus on the dailypayadvocate.com. That is my online store. Focus on that and click on it. From there, it will say open. Then you just open. Follow the prompts. Also, for you on YouTube, when you key in your email address, that's where I'll be sending you the blueprint. It comes on a PDF email. It will say, here's your blueprint. That is where you're going to read the email. At the bottom, you'll find an attachment, a PDF version, which you can read on your phone, or you can even print it out to read for yourself. The aim of that blueprint is to give you a clear picture, a broader picture, a better understanding of what this business is about. And let me repeat this. There is money that will be required for you to get started. And it's not money that's for registration or joining or whatever. You are buying your own programs. I said these skills, they come from a program called the Legacy Builders Program. Now that program is not for free. I did not get it for free. That's why I'm not giving it out for free. Whoever wants to learn the skills of how they can turn their phone into an ATM, they need the program. And that program will teach you the skills, will give you the strategies to implement, and you start earning. So by the time you come to my inbox, by the time you come to my profile, by the time you come to my online store, or you come to the green app on this number, by the time you also come on the yellow arrow at the bottom left of your screen, kindly understand that the program is not for free. You will need to purchase your program. Similarly to someone who acquires knowledge through a university, they pay tuition fee. Even at the high schools, people pay school fees. So this is the e-learning industry. You will need to pay for this e-learning program because it's intellectual property of someone else. You cannot just benefit from it for free. Then what would have been the point for her committing all this time that she committed in creating this program? Do you understand? And in any case, anything worthwhile, it needs capital. It definitely needs capital. Any other question now that we are clear on that one? So if you're going to come to my inbox, if you're going to come to my number or my website, make sure you understand that there's a payment involved. You will need to buy the program. I won't give it to you for free. I also did not get it for free. The only thing that I'm doing, by the way, in this December, in the spirit of giving back, in the spirit of the Christmas season, just giving back to the people and just giving someone an opportunity to start the business easier than it was for me to get started. What I'm doing is the people that want to start now and they don't have the full cost of the other programs, I'm giving them an opportunity to start on a payment plan. You can call it a payment plan, you can call it an installment payment, you can call it part payments. So you give the deposit and you settle the balance in installments. I am giving that option. That's deal number one. Deal number two, those who are buying for cash, I am settling their website fee. So you will not have to purchase the website. I will do the website for you. That is what I am offering just as a Christmas present. a holiday present or a New Year present, whatever you want to call it. So you get to enjoy such benefits. And then if you want to start with the higher programs and the cost is not there, I am assisting you to start on part payments. You know, when I started this business, such things were not there. They were not. There was no payment plan. You had to pay cash for what you are getting. There was no free website or anything. No, you had to purchase all of these things for yourself. So those that are starting today, they are definitely in luck. They are blessed because they have such opportunities. They are literally blessed. So any other question? Suku ulokuhlambeni. Suku ulokuhlambeni na. Olakubona kuntendla yini. So wawulawula uri kamareni. Sorry about that. Any other questions? It's cold. Okay. In the absence of questions, I think we're gonna call it a morning, yeah? Because I don't see anyone asking questions anymore. So I'm gonna call it a morning. I'm gonna hop off of here. I hope you have yourselves a beautiful day. I hope you have a blessed morning, a beautiful day altogether. My name is Rivonia. I'm a digital marketer promoting the Legacy Builders program. Anyone who wants to learn how they can supplement their income, you can reach out. Anyone who wants to learn how they can boost their income using this online business without quitting their current jobs, their current commitments, definitely this is for you. All you need to do is to utilize the yellow arrow at the bottom left of your screen or tap the link on my bio. That's the link to my online store. It will give you all the details, the ins and outs of this business. And of course, you can save this. You'll still find it on my profile. You can save it and then we can communicate on that one as well. I'll be answering questions. So right now, when I end this live, I'll be going straight to the people that have utilized the yellow arrow and the people that are on the green app through this number. I'll be answering all those questions that you're asking me on the other side. Don't forget, only follow me when I'm live. Once I hop off of this live, don't try to follow me. You might fall into the wrong hands of fake accounts. So if you're following, make sure it's when I'm live so that you know that you are dealing with the right person. Remember, a fake account will never go live. So at least you know you are dealing with the right person. Right? Any other question before I leave? So the steps are simple. You follow me. 1, 2, you're going to do what? You're going to save this and then you reach out. I'll explain in detail, or you go to my website. Right there, you tap my profile picture twice. You'll see dailypayadvocate.com. That's my online store link. You tap on it, you follow the prompts, and then I'll send you the details. That's how simple it is. You can also utilize the yellow arrow at the bottom left of your screen. That yellow arrow is for you as well to use to reach out to me. Any other questions before we leave? Any other questions? All right. In the absence of questions, have yourselves a beautiful day. May God bless each and every one of you. May He cover and protect each and every one of you. Let everything that you do today prosper. May He give you wisdom and clarity and understanding of this business, really. And may He provide for you so that you can be able to get this thing that you want. Understanding that 2026 will be the same if you don't do anything different, it's important. You need to understand that 2026 will just be another year with a different name, but it will be the same year if you don't change your actions, if you don't change your way of doing things. If you don't make different decisions this year, your 2026 will be the same. The difference would be the 6 from the 5. If you want your life to change, you gotta change how you do things. You gotta make different decisions. Otherwise, you are going around the same circles. You're going to get the very same results. So if you want to get different results in your finances, start an online business. Start an online business. Start an online business. That's it. And I'm here to assist you. I'm here to hold your hand to show you how it's done through this Legacy Builders program. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Today I can't stay on. Um, we've got a trip. You know the kids when they're home they want to go out every day. So when we checked the weather, we were told today it's going to be 31 degrees. So it's a good day for water play and stuff. So we're just going to get ready for all of that. So thank you so much for hopping on. I hope I'll be able to see you again in the afternoon. I know I'll be out and about from that side. I'm hoping I'll be able to do my live session from that side where I'll be. I hope it won't be too noisy, because play parks, water parks are usually loud. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do my live from that side because I know 4:30 will still be that side, or at least on our way home. So whether I'll be in the car or I'll be there, I'll try to go live. Hi Violet, good morning to you, my sister. Thank you for coming on. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm sorry to those that are only coming on now. I'm already saying my goodbyes. I'm done with my live. But if you want to learn skills of how to make money online, save this number, reach out to me on the green app, or utilize the yellow arrow at the bottom left of your screen, or you can even double tap twice on my picture. You'll see my profile that has my online store link, dailypayadvocate.com. That one is the one that you're going to tap on it. Follow the prompts so that I can send you the details. Once you put in your email there, I give you access to my online store where you'll view all the programs, their benefits, their prices, payment options, and all of these things right there. You'll even watch videos of testimonies. And at the same time, I will email you this freedom formula blueprint that was going to explain to you the details of how this is done. I hope we are together. And never forget, the first thing you follow me, and then we take it from there. Thank you so much for everyone that has followed. Thank you so much. I see others are also utilizing the yellow arrow. Thank you so much. You are coachable. I appreciate it. That tells me you are willing to learn, you are coachable, you want to see what this can bring for you. So definitely from here, I'm coming on the other side to answer all your questions, and then at least you have a better understanding of what this business is about. Thank you everyone for coming. YouTube, you are amazing. Thank you so much as well for being here. Even though you were quiet, you were not so engaging. I didn't see much of your comments, but I still appreciate you. TikTok as well, you are so amazing. Very few questions as well. Maybe it's because it's morning, people are still, trying to wake up, in most of the countries, or let me say in the country where I'm at. So maybe that's why there was not many questions, or else people really understand what I'm talking about. It's making more sense to them. That's why they didn't ask. Otherwise, for whatever reason, if you still need clarity, I'm available on this one. It has the country code of my country, which is South Africa. The yellow arrow will also bring you to my inbox. My online store will also bring you to my inbox. So you are able to get my attention in all these different ways. Thank you so much for your time. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Have a blessed day. Thank you for coming on. God bless you. Thank you, Violet. Bye. Oh, thank you, Ocean. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everyone. See you on the other side. Let's chat on the other side. YouTube, thank you so much for coming on. Bye. Let's start with YouTube.